Good afternoon. It is July 31st, 2023, and today we just had a range day. Uh, Pretty low volume day and pretty boring. Uh, we'll go through it and check it out, but uh, yeah, not a whole lot here. So 5 o'clock comes in right about here. So you're just waiting for some type of correction. Uh, this right here was pretty tempting, but we're making higher lows and higher highs, so you just can't take that. Even though it really is just it's tempting. Uh, that far away from the EMA, and I think it was like a 5 tick signal bar right at the highs. So we get this move down, get a break, move to a new low. You get that second entry long, but I would want to wait. And you get a higher low. I think you got to take that. And for this is a reason not to take a failure here. Is we don't have a new high from this channel. A new low is already in place, and that's 2 inside bars. That's a doji. So, and we got a couple dojis over here too. So that's congestion, but it's congestion that can't go lower. So when you get this higher low, I thought this would go further and make a new high, but it didn't. It comes back. So it's just a range. We come back, we test this support one more time. This looks like a double top, first entry, second entry. I think you got to take that one. This one, it just looks like a trap, breakout, pullback. We're in need to make a new high, so maybe you take that, but it's aggressive. It's just the first entry. I think you would want, because you're going into new highs, I think you would want to drop a limit order, and you can see a lot of people probably did that. And then we make a new high, and then you get this lower high, and this would have been the trade of the day. It's a lower high at the highs, the overnight highs. You have a break of this channel, so we're expecting a new low. There's a little bit of room back to the EMA, probably only like 3 ticks, but 1675, yeah, 3 ticks. But look, a lot of people like that. That's a big move down. It's probably just a break and move to a new low, and then it reverses. And then you get this failure, but it's below the EMA. So this is a trap right here, second entry short that fails. And look, it's just, there's dojis. This is a doji. That's 3 dojis in a row. So it's congestion. And if you drew this range, you can see prices are having trouble breaking through that midline. So anyway, we go higher. You get a second entry long up here, but it's sideways. I don't like it. And it looks like it's in no man's land, the way I'm seeing it. So if this isn't the channel, if the channel's actually something like this, then you already have a break and a move to a new high. So that's aggressive. So we get this break and we just start going sideways, and I don't think there's anything in here that you would want to take. Look at all that resistance right there. So we break higher, it fails. You get this lower high. I don't think you want to take that. Even though when you look at this resistance and we break out and fail, it looks like a lower high, but I don't think you can take that. You do get this second entry right here off of support that has held a couple times. So when it goes sideways here, when you get this would be a failure, but it's far from the EMA. But when you get this micro double top and a bearish bar, that's a trap. Maybe you consider that. You can see plenty of people liked it. I'm just not going to mark it with an arrow because uh, I think that's pretty tough to see, and you're going into support. But it is a trap. Then you get this hidden second entry right here. But we have a break and a move to a new low of this channel. And then we're just going sideways, and that's pretty much for the rest of the day. It was this would be hard to play in real time because these highs and lows weren't consistent. I mean, maybe you mark this. I'd probably have it like this in real time, or like this after that swing right there. And that gives you a decent idea. And then, you know, you get the measured move down here. So let's take a look at this. We get this double test right here, no signal bar, and we form this channel down. And then you get a slight overshoot that's also a second entry long. And then look how far from the EMA that is. You might take that. You get a higher low right here, but since we're close to the EMA, I probably wouldn't, and the midline, I probably wouldn't take that. But it does shoot right through. Find some resistance around the midline from the overnight range. Comes back down, forms this level of support, comes back up. Then we form another channel down, but we're inside of range right now, so you're really risking it if you take anything. This is a second entry short, but you're right at this midline of this range, and you have support right here. So we're really chopping around in here. I don't think you can take anything. This looks like a second entry short, but again, it's at the midline. I think it gets a scalp out of it though. Then we break out. So this one's tempting, but it's just the first entry. But there's a lot of room. You can look how people love that. So the market just closed, and people really like this trade. So you would have gotten a 16-point move there. So there's reasons to consider that one for sure. But yeah, that's really all that happened. Low volume day, pretty boring. Hope everyone had a good one. I'll be back tomorrow.